to New York.
Over the past 6 months, the Spice Girls have shot a movie, conquered America and fallen in love. The one thing they haven't done is release a single, but next month that's all set to change. Not bad for a bunch of wannabes.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is.
I'm here in New York to catch up with the girls as they shoot their most expensive video yet, Spice Up Your Life.
I'm actually having makeup at the moment. I look much better than I did about an hour ago. I look like a pig dog. For each girl, it's usually about an hour to have hair and makeup, maybe a bit longer. So, we have to, if we're filming, we have to be in 5 hours before we actually start filming.
So what do you think? Do you think I should wear this skirt, or do you think I should wear this over it instead?
Personally, we'll stick with the black skirt. That one looks a bit too...
I like looking a bit too.
We're supposed to be starting to film in 5 minutes. Still don't know what I'm wearing, but that's videos for you.
I mean, I'm pretty easy, I think. Okay. Or am I not? No, I think is I know what I like. I think that's what the problem is, isn't it? Hey.
And these are all the clothes. This is the baby section. This is baby section. Little baby ruffle skirt. Pinks and blues.
It's backless, turn around. Oh!
Woo! So I don't have to put it down when I go to the toilet. I just go like that.
We're ready for her now.
Okay, that was purple, but...
Purple's great, so I think you better get out while I get changed.
Action.
What's it all about? Tell us the story of the video.
Well, it's about... You caught me on the giggle. You know you can't properly interview me, Andy. I can't do proper interviews.
Why? You can.
It's too serious.
No, just try. Focus.
All right, focus. Well, for a start, we're on surfboards.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like we take over a little bit of the world. Well, in fact, all the world. And it's all about us surfing round. It's very futuristic. I think it'll be fun when you see it all.
Now, it's been 6 months since you've had a single release back in the UK.
Yeah.
What have you been doing for 6 months?
We have been doing all sorts. We've been doing adverts, TV commercials, a lot of promotion. We've been covering everything, writing our album, doing our film, been doing all kinds, and most importantly, keeping each other happy.
OK, so how are you all coping?
I'm not. I don't think it's a case of coping. I think it's a case of just getting on with it. You know, with us five, we're very open, so if we do have a problem, it gets sorted out, and if we want to, like, have a moan or a whinge, do you know what I mean, we do it between each other, so we help each other out on an emotional, mental kind of thing.
It's been an amazing 6 months, and you have managed to endorse all sorts of things, from cameras to cola, from deodorants...
Chupa Chucks.
Yeah, you're all right. From deodorants to dolls. What does yours look like?
They're quite funny. Well, I wanted my doll to have its tongue sticking out and going like that. But the doll person who's making them said, you can't do that because a lot of them will be put off when they see that doll with the tongue sticking out to buy it. So I have to have my mouth shut on it.
There's Victoria. There's Jerry.
Really campy. And then what's the male guy from the Carpenters?
Mousy. And Malby.
Yeah, Karen. Bobby or something.
Are these the prototypes?
They are.
They are. So this is secret.
Shh. Now, have you been deliberately trying to keep a low profile in the UK? Because we haven't seen you much, and we're not going to see you much for the next year, really.
I don't think we've been deliberately doing it. I just think doing it. I think we've just been trying to concentrate on, do you know what I mean, getting our things done that we need to do, and not being as... Well, yeah, we have been deliberately.
Giving you everything, all that joy can bring. This I swear, I'll give you everything. All that I want from you is a promise you will be there. Say we'll be there.
What do you look like?
I'm the Statue of Liberty.
Come along, dear.
So what do you think then, Andy?
Well, it's, have you had to use talcum powder?
Yes, I have.
Can you tell that's what it was meant to be?
So you're meant to be the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, but you know, with a twist.
I think I'm going to look at this
Yes.
and go, oh my God, so I look like I'm going to a club in Magaluf.
Is it
Magaluf for your Nick.
Give me top for someone else to wear.
Hurry.
I've got to wear it and it smells of oat sweat.
So we're here in New York, but you've actually travelled nearly everywhere in the world over the past year, haven't you?
I have, yes. And I'm only 21. And I've nearly travelled all the world. That's quite amazing. Not a lot of 21-year-olds could say that, could they?
So you've been to Cannes recently. What was that? What was that like?
Cannes was brilliant. Obviously, it's a film festival, so it's very exciting. There was lots of famous people mingling around.
Bonjour, madame.
We stayed on a yacht, which was quite exciting. Very posh.
Right, darling, I'm just stepping off the yacht and...
And we thought, right, we're in Cannes at the film festival, so we're going to hype it up. So we put these scarves around our heads and went out on our boat, on a speedboat, and whizzed round the thing. It was brilliant.
What about Korea? Do you remember Korea?
I do remember Korea, yes.
In Korea, you are so big in Korea. Really? And did you guys know
That's what we want to say thank you.
And here in the US, everything's going swimmingly, isn't it?
Oh, it's quite amazing. Very amazing.
So do you feel you can fit in like a true New Yorker?
I don't know about that now, Angie. I'm still a London girl.
Right, and what about living out of a suitcase? Because that must become a nightmare.
Sometimes, but I mean, we always get a chance to pop home now and again. But you know, as long as you've got all your essentials, and usually when I get in my hotel room, I put all my bits up and my pictures and make it all homely, and it's fine. Make sure I've got a phone so I can ring my mum every day.
So how do you pass the time in aeroplanes?
Sleep, eat, watch TV.
Party.
You're going to spend more time on planes now, because I gather you're not going to live in the UK now.
No, we're not.
Because you've earned so much money. Is it true? That's what you have to do?
Yes. Well, I mean, obviously, we're going to be out of the country a lot of the time anyway. We've got the tour coming up, which will be fantastic. It's going to be about 9 months. Yeah. And doing all promotion for the album and the single. So we're going to be away a lot of the time anyway.
But was it upsetting in a way to think, oh, now we've earned all this money, we can't stay in Britain with our friends?
Oh, well, at first I got upset because obviously I'm very close to my mum and it was like, oh, I've got to leave her here. But at the end of the day, what is 1 year in a lifetime?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
And you're going to be touring for most of that year anyway.
Exactly, and it's all enjoyable stuff, so it's not like...
So will you keep popping back to see us? We won't, like, lose touch with the Spice Girls.
I promise we will, to all our fans as well. I promise we will be back, every now and again.
Every one of those 60 days.
I need some love like I never needed love before. Wanna make love to you, baby. I had a little love, now I'm back for more. Wanna make love to you, baby. Set your spirit free. It's the only way to be.
What we're shooting now is we've been in our air balloon and then we come flying out the air balloon on our spice boards and we're sort of zooming around the city.
Has it been, you know, scary doing all this flying around?
Oh no, I think I can't.
So you've been filming this movie, tell me what it's all about.
What's it all about? Well, basically, it's about the Spice Girls. But it's a bit of, well, Jerry says this word, but I don't really know what it means, but it sounds good. It's a parody of us, which in terms which I understand a bit more is it's a Mickey take, so we're taking the Mickey out of ourselves. But a lot of the situations that come up in the film actually have happened.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But obviously we've elaborated on it and made things a bit more exciting and stuff. But there's all kinds in there. There's like, well, as everyone knows, there's loads of cameo roles.
Yeah, tell me, who are the people?
We've got, well, Richard E. plays our manager.
This is Mr. Richard E. Grant, who is starring in our movie. Go on, give me a sexy kind of, you know. Go on.
To come to work every day and to get kissed by 5 gorgeous Spice Girls, it's worth the journey alone. It's a fantastic job.
A really good scene, really good fun, this scene, was with Michael Barrymore. He plays our dance instructor. He is a lunatic. He is so funny.
This is Victoria.
Are you calling me the right name now? Barrymore! With Gary Glitter, we've done a song with Gary Glitter, and it was like, it's just like history doing that song, you know what I mean? It was fantastic.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, I said!
Here we are, leaders here, just moved in, there we are, look at this.
Would you do it again?
Yes, definitely. About a week into the film, because there's so much waiting around, and because we've done a lot of shooting outside, like, because of the weather conditions, we had to, like, just wait for the rain to start, wait for this, wait for that, wait for the sun, wait for the clouds to go. And it was like, oh, God, I really don't want to do this anymore. Just give me, you know, get me back in the recording studio. But then, once we'd done it and got into it, it was absolutely brilliant, really good fun.
All my own stunts in a movie, all my own stunts.
Have you worked out your Oscar acceptance speech?
Well, I'm working on it. I've just got to narrow it down. It's about 4 pages at the moment, so I've just got to make it a bit shorter.
Listen, do you understand what's going on? Basically, they made me take all my silver stuff off. That's what it is. No, they made me take all the silver stuff off because it's a green screen. It's going to reflect everything and it'll basically look like it's, it's invisible and just disappear into the background. See this? I made it myself. I was very proud of that. I suddenly realised that I wanted to be Statue of Liberty because of that. And I thought, yeah, I want a torch. And I found this, which was meant to be a really nasty hook that way. So what I did, I got a light bulb out and just screwed it in there. So, hey, presto, blue pizza, eat your heart out.
I'm going to go and get touched up and I'll come straight back.
You all right?
Yeah.
After the break, Victoria on Soccer Spice David Beckham, and with the worldwide premiere of the Spice Girls' new video. We're back after these short messages.
See ya, hold tight.
Welcome back to New York, and you're only 8 minutes away from that worldwide premiere of the Spice Girls' new video.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be spinning the decks on the DJ little space freaky area that I've got. You like my fingers? I think they're a bit long. Good for nose kissing. There's a different thing for each girl, so I'm doing my bit, which is DJing. Getting started now. This is the person who's trying to tell me how to DJ, but I haven't got a mixer and I haven't got any records, so it hasn't done very well.
Cut! Very nice.
You haven't released a single for 6 months. You've actually managed to constantly still be in the press. How aware are you of your coverage in the UK?
To be honest with you, we've spent, over the last year, we've spent a lot of time out of the country, and I had no idea how much, any of us were in the press. It wasn't until I spent a lot of time in England when we was, doing the film and recording the album that, I was, admittedly, I put my hands up to it. I was picking up newspapers and thinking, my goodness, particularly myself over the summer, I was in the papers a lot, and I can't really believe anyone's that interested. Because even I'm not. I got bored of it towards the end,
So everywhere you go, are you absolutely hounded?
A lot of places, yeah.
Is it a strain?
I wouldn't say it's a strain on a relationship, because I think that you learn how to cope with it. I mean, I wouldn't sort of go to a busy nightclub on a Saturday night, because the time I do spend with David, I want it to be quite private.
And what about the other girls? I mean, they must get bored of opening up the papers as well and seeing.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, the main thing is we all say, we're putting ourselves up for it. When we started this, to a certain extent, this is what you expect, this is what you're warned about.
They follow us everywhere. How do you guys expect us to do?
But it's when they attack your family and your friends, and, if you are in a relationship, I mean, I know Melanie B's had it as well, and Jerry's had it. Everybody's had ex-boyfriends selling stories, being filmed and had your pictures taken when you're out with people. And I think we all just think that, that is a shame, because the other people aren't necessarily putting themselves up for it.
And how does David feel? Does he like Spice Girls music?
I said that to him the other day. I said, were you a fan? He said, no, I was a fan of you, but not the others. No, he's got the CD, but I think that's just because he felt like he had to do a bit of research.
I hope you made him go pay £12.99 like the rest of us.
I did, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And have you developed a keen interest in football now?
Not really. I don't really understand the rules, but you've said you're going to come football with me, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll be there.
You're going to come with me.
We'll both be on the... we can sit in the dugout.
We'll be fine, and we can sing all the songs. I've got some lovely ones to sing about me.
You've got a terrace song? No.
No, I haven't.
The Danny Bear Ryan Giggs terrace song.
No, I have not.
That means you have. That means you have. Pray tell.
Some people aren't very nice, are they, Andy?
No, exactly.
But moving on.
Absolutely, moving on swiftly. So, the Spice Girls, there were rumours that you were going to leave and stuff like that. I mean, is that all part and parcel of this whole press cycle?
Yeah, I mean, there's never been, you know, I was never going to leave, you know. I mean, at the moment, we've just finished the film, we've done another album, I've got a huge tour lined up, you know. I mean, anyone that thinks I'll be leaving now, I mean, I'd probably be mad to be doing that, you know, definitely.
But will love eventually win the day?
Come on, Andy, how am I meant to answer that? I don't know how to answer that one.
Has everyone met Marcus, the director?
Hi, everybody. I'm the spoiled sport.
I'm being a sort of a dolly in a massive set of balloons.
Yeah, I think there are very, very few artists that are willing to do fun stuff right now. They take them all very, very serious. So I always enjoy if somebody comes along who's a bit more theatrical, you know. What I want you to do a lot is mess around with the balloons, you know, but in a big way. Like... roll them up. Very nice!
Jerry, the Spice Girls' career so far so good, would you say?
Well, I can't complain, can I? No, it's been a brilliant year. Everyone keeps on saying it's a phenomena.
But do you think it is? When you lie in bed at home at night, do you think, wow, has it only been a year and 4 months?
You know, I think everything's happened so fast, you can't quite believe it. And I think, you know, the speed of our success is a real reflection of our times. You know, how everybody's very hungry and want things very quickly. You know, there's very faddish. I don't know, 1 minute they're all into Ninja Turtles, or the next thing everybody seems to be into Gucci, or everyone, you know, and they sort of really OD on it and want more and more as much as they can get. You know, and I think that's the way with Spice Girls.
Are there any surprises on the new album? Is there anything we can really look forward to?
I think there's a lot of change and there's a lot of growth in the album, because what happened was, when the first album, that was material from like 2 years ago, before the world got anything from us. So, and the album that you're getting now, that's material right up to date. So that's a massive gap. And it's going to be supported, obviously, this time with a world tour as well. Yeah, that's right. When does that all sort of kick into action? What do you do first? Okay, so primarily we start with the preview tour. This is a bit of a taste of what the world tour is going to be like. Where's that? And that is it. The Pepsi preview tour is in Istanbul. We are, at the moment, the Spice Girls are in training big time. We're getting up at the crack of the dawn. You know, obviously you've got to be physically and mentally fit to do something as gruelling as, you know, a world tour. You know, we want to give our best. You know, it's like when you think back when you were at school, if only I'd revised for my exams, I would have got an A instead of a C. You know, and we're trying to put that in now, you know, for this world tour. I'm thinking, I want to give 100% on this, because I don't want to look back and say, if I didn't give it as much, I could have done it 1,000 times better. So you work so hard, you're going to be working so hard. When's your next day off then? Go on then, work it out. From today, when is your next day off? My next day off is next Sunday. And do you know what you're going to do? Do you know what I'll probably do on my next day off? I'll probably have to practice my dance routine, which will be a gutter, privately, because I'm the worst. I have to make sure. That's my trauma. I mean, everyone's got their challenges, do you know what I mean? And all the others are, you know, trained dancers there that, you know, have got that, it's a, you know, thing that you learn through training of picking up routines. So I have to go in my bedroom and make sure I've got it. So you are the Gary Barlow of the Spice Girls? Yeah, I might as well say it now, I am. Swing it, shake it, move it, make it who you think you are. one way to travel.
I'm getting a sneaky peek of us eating Ryan. I'm eating all these and going to make my stomach huge. So I'm going to look at the video and go, oh my God, you get a nice side view and it's like...
It must get boring because you do an awful lot of hanging around, don't you?
We do, but we like to keep ourselves occupied. There's always something to do. We watch a bit of telly or we just usually chat. We always have a giggle, you know, there's 5 of us, so if you get bored with Jenny, then you just talk to Emma. You know what I mean?
So we've seen the video being made. Girls, it's your turn. Introduce it.
It's the worldwide premiere of Spice Up Your Life!